A few years ago, a woman named Mara inherited an old house from her aunt. Now, when I say old house, I don't just mean the kind with creaky floors and bad paint. I mean the kind of house where the second you walk through the front door, it feels like somebody is already standing behind you. Mara's family begged her not to move in. Her mother actually told her point blank that house has always been wrong. Mara laughed it off. She figured they were being dramatic. So she moved in anyway. And for the first day or two, nothing happened. Then, one night, while she was lying in bed trying to fall asleep, she heard 3 soft knocks. Not on the front door, inside the wall beside her bed. She sat up and listened. Nothing. Then 3 more knocks, this time from the hallway. Mara got out of bed, turned on the light, and opened her bedroom door. The hallway was empty, so she stood there for a second, trying to convince herself it was just pipes or old wood settling, or something harmless like that. Then she noticed a piece of paper taped to the bathroom mirror. She didn't remember putting it there. She walked over, peeled it off, and read the message. Don't listen when it speaks in your voice. At that point, most people would have left the house. Mara did not. She slept with every light on that night. Around 2 in the morning, she woke up to hear her own voice coming from the hallway. Mara, quiet, perfectly normal, like she was standing right outside the door. Mara froze. The voice came again. Open up. She didn't move. Then the voice laughed, and this time it didn't sound like her at all. She grabbed the lamp, threw open the bedroom door, and looked out into the hallway. Nothing, but the bathroom light was on again. The next morning, she called her mother, and when her mother answered, Mara could tell right away that something was wrong, because the second Mara mentioned the voice, her mother went quiet. Then she said, "So it started with you too." Mara asked what she meant, and her mother told her something Mara had never heard before. She said, "That house doesn't need to scare you. It just needs your voice." Mara didn't understand what that meant, so she spent the rest of the day searching the attic. That's where she found the tape recorder. It was old, dusty, the kind of thing you'd expect to find in a box in someone's garage, not hidden in an attic. There was a label on it in faded marker. It said, "Mara, if you found this too early, you have to stop listening." Her hands started shaking, and then, before she could even decide what to do, the recorder clicked on by itself. Static, then a voice, her voice, but older, tired, terrified, and it said, "If you're hearing this, then it already knows you're here." Mara stepped back so fast she almost fell. The tape kept playing. "It doesn't want your body," the voice said. "It wants to wear you." Mara stared at the recorder like it had just grown teeth. Then, from downstairs, she heard it again. Mara, her voice, right below her. This time, it sounded calm, patient, almost amused. She turned toward the attic door, and that's when the floorboards started creaking, slow, one step at a time. Someone was coming up the stairs. Mara backed into the wall, staring at the attic door, waiting for it to open, and when it finally did, there was nobody there. At first, she looked at the old mirror leaning against the far wall of the attic, and in the mirror, she saw herself standing behind her. Same face, same clothes, same scar on her chin, but the reflection was smiling. Mara turned around. Nothing. She looked back at the mirror. The thing that looked like her had raised one finger to its lips. Then it said, in Mara's own voice, "Don't answer it. Mara stood there, unable to move, and that's when the house spoke again. Not from the hallway, not from below, right behind her. "Come out, Mara. I'm tired of pretending to be you."